Well, today we are talking about current affairs. I don't know what you think about it. Some Christians say, politics is dirty, don't want to know, don't want to take part in it. Some others plunge into it with avidity and enthusiasm. Are you listening to the news? Are you watching the news on TV? Now I want to look at it from the angle of our mission. We are missionaries on earth, and we are also ambassadors. We are ambassadors of Christ, of God, where we are. We were sent. You might not, most of us actually have not chosen the place we live. If you have, then you have to reconsider. Are you really where you should be? Don't push the matter. If you don't have the right to stay, go. Yeah? Unless you know that God sent you where you are. You were born in a particular place, and the issue is, why on earth were you born there? The issue is, ask God. Now, we are ambassadors, and an ambassador is somebody that is very important, somebody that represents his or her country where they are. And the embassy is a piece of that country in a foreign land, and our home is a piece of the heavenly country where we are. We are all citizens of heaven, above any other citizenship we have been given or acquired. And an ambassador doesn't lock his or her door. They don't lock their door and say they don't want to know anything, that they'll continue speaking only their own home language, meet with only their own people, build themselves into a tower of protection. An ambassador is also somebody that goes out to represent the country they come from. Somebody that is aware of current affairs, somebody that interacts with governments and people of the country they are sent to. So your ambassador, for example, suppose you are British, your ambassador in a foreign country will be the place you can go and ask questions, sort out your papers, and get protection, and also get information about the country. If you look at the websites of the consulates, for example, I am French, now I go and consult the website of the consulate where I get all information. At the moment we are talking about Brexit, I can get all information from the French point of view. Now, as a Christian, I would say strongly, don't lock yourself out of current affairs. Don't do it. God placed you where you are for a purpose. The primary purpose is to pray for that place, that country, that town, that area of town you are living. So be aware of what's happening. Follow the trends and know. It doesn't mean you copy everything, but you need to be aware so that you pray. And in fact, if you pray faithfully, God will start revealing to you things before ever they happen, so that you pray them out of existence before they start, if they are bad. Those that are good, you are meant to encourage, both in prayer and in action. And if you doubt what I'm saying, look at Jesus. Jesus was aware of local and national politics. He knew about the Roman colonization of the place he lived. In Luke 13, he was asked questions about Galileans that were killed by Pontius Pilate. And he talked about it, he replied comfortably, because he didn't say, "What do you mean?" What happened really? No, he knew. And he said, yeah, those people, you think they were more sinners than others? No, they were not. And he started mentioning another event that had happened before. There were 18 dead in a tower, the Tower of Siloam, that crushed people as it crumbled and fell. So he was aware of that event, that unfortunate death of 18 people. He mentioned that. He was aware of it. Now, some people refused to pay their tax. Jesus paid his tax. When he was asked about paying his tax, he sent Simon, Peter, to fish and told him, you are going to find a fish, and in that fish, in his mouth, you are going to see a coin. Just take it and pay for me and you. So he knew already the amount he was supposed to pay. And he didn't, escape it. And then we find in Luke chapter 13, Jesus was talking about Herod, and he sent a message to Herod, and he called him a fox, which means he knew Herod. He knew what Herod was doing and saying. He was aware of his character. It was not just revelation from above. It was also something he knew, because he was living in that country. He had been following the news. And we find in the letter to the Romans that Paul was encouraging people to submit to authorities, provided they don't go the wrong way. We also encourage in the New Testament to pay our tax and to respect authorities that have been placed there by God. So politics, it means actually the life of the city. That's what local politics is about. It's the life, the day-to-day life of the place we live in. And so I want to encourage you, be active participants. Work for the good of the place and pray for it. Bless you.